24 minutes after 7 o'clock. When I was younger and actually had disposable income, this was the car of my dreams.
Oh, really? You never got it, huh?
No, I think it's way out of my price range now.
Yeah, that's a tough one. This one is a little pricey. It's the Toyota Land Cruiser. It looks nice.
Tim, I think you said it was a little pricey in your youth, too. It is right. 20 years ago, believe it or not, this was Toyota's hottest vehicle. I had quite a few friends that stood in line trying to get a Land Cruiser and pay list for it because you could buy it, you could drive it a year, and sell it for what you paid for it. Now, at the time, it had a 6-cylinder engine, I think 212 horsepower. They all complained about the lack of power going down the road. But over the years, Toyota's become the company of the Prius, and although the Land Cruiser still exists, I haven't had anybody ask me about one in maybe a decade. Still, here's what it is. It is a full-size SUV. Now it has a V8 engine that puts out 381 horsepower, although realistically, it doesn't get the mileage you would hope for. It gets the mileage you should get, about 18 on the road or so. When we go to the interior, by the way, feels very heavy, has great body rigidity. Going down the road, it's one of the quietest SUVs I've ever been in. The dashwork on it is very well done. The navigation system, superior to a lot of the vehicles on the road. Obviously, the radio equipment and all that is what you would expect out of a very expensive full-size SUV. Now, as you move to the back, this one has the optional system for the DVD player and all that. You can see how nicely it's done for both passengers in the back. And then finally, at the very back of this large Toyota, still has the jump seats like it did 20 years ago. And a two-piece system where you can leave this up and load groceries in, bring it down to load things in that are heavier, and then the back trunk goes down. It surprised me that it didn't have a remote for that feature. So overall, everything that people loved about the Land Cruiser from 20 years ago is now infinitely better, particularly the power in it. But here's the downside. Base price on this about $83,000. It doesn't cost that much more to jump into the Lexus LX version, which is really what's happened over the years. For another $5 grand, people would rather have the Lexus. But then you have a luxury SUV of a similar size in the Infiniti QX80, and it's $20,000 less. This is magnificent for what it is, but it's a pretty crowded field, and in this case, there may be some better value choices out there. With that, y'all have a good week.
You too.
I can't even afford the value choices.
Keep saving up. You can listen to Ed on 570 Cal F tomorrow. His car column is always in Saturday's Fort Worth Star Telegram. You never know. Beth just might surprise you for Christmas.